Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'll be talking about what I think the UFC welterweight rankings will look like at the end of this year. UFC 322 has a lot of great 170 matchups going on. We have Sean Brady versus Michael Morales, and we have Leon Edwards versus Carlos Prates, and then we have the championship fight between Islam Makhachev and JDM. You know, welterweight is definitely the most stacked division in the UFC right now. Most of the divisions look like shit shows, to be honest. Like the heavyweight division is all mixed up. We don't have a lot of great guys. The only guys we have are like Tom Aspinall, who's the champion, Cyril Gane, who's okay, and then we have Jayton Almeida. Light heavyweight divisions look good, and middleweight division's great. But besides those three, it's just all over the place. Like lightweight and flyweight and bantamweight. You know, those two champions, Pantoja and Marab, have beaten everybody already. Featherweight is kind of in a mix. You know, Volk's champion again. We had Diego Lopez versus Gene Silva, and then we have Yair Rodriguez and Murphy, who are okay. But I mean, it's kind of all over the place. But that's why I want to talk about welterweight, because again, it's looking amazing. So what I think it will look like in January of 2026, I think our champion will be Islam Makhachev. I talked about on one of my last videos that I think Islam Makhachev will win by submission in the fourth round. I think Jaden will give him problems with the striking in the first few rounds. But, Islam definitely adapts to, tougher situations later on in fights, like especially in his Dustin fight where he submitted Dustin in the fifth round. He adapted and was able to get the finish, even though he was badly injured and went through war. So I think that's what he'll do to JDM. I think he will submit him in the fourth round. And then the number one contender will be JDM because, whoever's champion and loses their belt goes right to being the number one contender. And I think the number two contender will be Sean Brady. I think he beats Michael Morales by submission in their fight at UFC 322. Sean Brady, man, he's an amazing grappler. The guy, like I said, he's built like a turtle. He's massive. Great jiu-jitsu. He's a legit black belt and amazing takedowns, great wrestling. So I think that he will beat Michael Morales and will definitely be up next for the title shot. And I would like to see that fight between him and Islam Makhachev. And then the number three contender, I think, is Ian Gary. Him and Bilal Muhammad will be fighting at UFC Qatar November 22nd. I think Ian Gary dominates all around. His striking is amazing. Obviously, way better than Bilal's because Bilal says he has Canelo hands, but he has shitty boxing. That guy talks too much with his striking. He's not great at all. But again, Ian Gary's good all around. He's great takedown defense. He looked great in a Shavkat fight, even though he did lose that. He did look amazing, though, and he had a good fight against Carlos Prates on short notice. So hopefully he beats Bilal Muhammad and becomes the number three contender. And then for number four, I think will be Carlos Prates. He's fighting the former champion, Leon Edwards. Very excited for that fight. Carlos Prates is definitely one of the biggest prospects in the UFC right now, and is definitely the best right now coming out of that team, the UFC, the Fighting Nerds. But yeah, very excited to see what he does. I think he wins by decision against Leon Edwards. Leon, he's an amazing striker himself also. Again, the former champion. But I think it would be too tough for Carlos to finish him. Carlos doesn't have outstanding grappling, so I doubt we'll see any takedown attempts from him. So I think he will win by decision. Again, very excited to see this fight. And then for number five, I think we Shavkat Rakhmonov. He's been not very active at all. He hasn't fought in almost a year. He fought at UFC 310 against Ian Gary. He has another knee injury. I think he's getting surgery soon. That he announced that not too long ago. So for his not being active, he will probably drop down a couple rankings. He is number three right now, so I do see him at that number five spot in January of 2026. And then for the number six ranked fighter will be Bilal Muhammad. I think he will lose to Ian Gary. So he will be dropping down a couple rankings. He's ranked number one right now since he is the former champion. And then number seven will be Kamaru Usman. The reason why Kamaru Usman will be at number seven is because he was really supposed to fight Bilal Muhammad. I think that would have been a great matchup because he did beat Joaquin Buckley. But, again, he will be another inactive fighter because he won't really have too many matchups going for him since he's fought in so many different guys, and none of these fights really make sense for him because all the guys above him will be looking to fight for a title. And then number eight will be Joaquin Buckley. He won't really have a matchup for a while and he will be inactive for a little bit too, so he'll be at number 8. And then number 9 will be Michael Morales, because he will be losing to Sean Brady, and he'll probably be dropping down a ranking since Joaquin Buckley is above him. I think that fight should be great, the number 8 and number 9. Maybe we'll see those two guys fight, Buckley and Morales. Hopefully they'll fight in 2026. And then number 10 will be Kobe Covington. Everybody doesn't really like that guy, so he'll be dropping down a couple rankings since he'll also be inactive. But once again, welterweight is the best division in the UFC right now. Very excited to see what happens at UFC 322. Let me know what you guys think about these rankings in the comments, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace.